my. Summer's been incredibly busy. A lot of traveling with recruiting, WBCA meetings, camp. Just got off the road this past weekend, returning from some real exciting WBCA meetings. Some stuff in our profession going really well right now, and I think a lot of reason for optimism in the next decade or so.
You mentioned the gospel revival. You're pretty good at getting in there and getting the crowd stirred up, aren't you?
Maybe it's that Church of Christ background. I don't know. Yeah, I do. I enjoy people, and that's what these are about, connecting with our fans. And I think particularly for our players in our program, there's a very special connection with our fan base. They are so loyal. Doesn't matter who we play, when we play, what's going on. They show up at games. And so this is an opportunity to reach back out to them and thank them.
What's the most interesting thing that you signed there in that time? Anybody have anything quirky?
You know, today wasn't very quirky. A couple of mother-of-pearl items that were made into football helmet shapes. Signed a couple of those, but pretty standard. A baseball, no golf balls today.
Are you excited about the Olympics?
I am very excited about the Olympics, and having served for the selection committee for USA Basketball, I didn't help pick this team, but the teams that have led up to that, you get involved in that USA process and you feel vested. And I think all of us understand, all of us involved in that selection process, all the work that goes on behind the scenes and how for 4 years this is what is built toward. And so I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, I'm optimistic. I think we'll do great, but I'm a little bit nervous for them. I feel closer to it than I ever have before.
Who are the three best teams?
Australia, I think, is really, really good, and I think there's a lot of talk going on with Lauren Jackson playing in the league and Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird and a lot of stuff going back and forth. Not sure who I'd put third right now.
Not the U.S.?
Oh, they're there. Absolutely. That was a given. Oh, that was a given. Australia was a distant second. U.S. was one, Australia, and I'm not sure who rolls in at third right now.
Comment on Oklahoma City getting an NBA team, just your overall thoughts about that?
I just think it's awesome. I really do. I think when people are watching basketball and talking basketball, are excited about basketball, it bleeds over into our fan base. And I think what our city did when the Hornets were here was really magical for the league. I really do. I think it was a shot in the arm for the NBA. And you ask those guys, Chris Paul will tell you how much he loved playing in Oklahoma City because the people of this place envelop their players. And so I think it's going to be a great experience. If people haven't gotten to know PJ Carlesimo, you're going to love him. Just a prince of a guy, and I think it's going to be exciting. And I think it's good for all of us involved in the sport of basketball.
Any concern about divided loyalties or any of that when you have somebody else in there competing for entertainment?
Not really. Our fans have been so loyal, and I think in certain ways there's a bit of a different demographic between the NBA and women's basketball in particular. I did see the schedules get overlaid on the news last night, and that game that goes up against men's Bedlam, that's not a real good idea, but I think we'll all be all right. There are a lot of people in the state who appreciate great competition, so there'll be a lot of options for them.
Sherri, as far as your team, what are your priorities right now? What are you doing right now?
Well, I can't do anything right now. The NCAA doesn't even let me ask them if their jump shot looks good right now. So our guys, I know, are all back in town, and they're working on their strength and their conditioning and getting ready to show back up in August. And the way the NCAA works, kids really have to be proactive. They have to be self-starters, and they have to be very disciplined in the off-season because we don't have any control over them. We can't even talk to them about it. So when they return in August, on August 25th, we're going to know a lot more than just their physical stature. We're going to know a little bit about their unity and their leadership and their togetherness, because if it gets done over the summer, they have to do it themselves.